Hello everyone, welcome back to
This
the Vienna
Moo-V podcast.
Yes, we've been going for a little bit,
Yes,
but
we have.
we always come back.
Back, 100%.
Just usually when we're
We just are busy.
usually when we're
What's the word?
while we're streaming, but we're not talking right away. It's because we're doing something busy. I needed to take a moment to take a tea blocker.
Yes.
Just joking. V will vouch for me. That's a joke.
It's a joke.
And there are some things we'd like to do. Okay, first off, let's show our new setup. This is more temporary.
Yes.
It's not going to stay like this forever. But I think this is cute. I think this is creative. But
I like it.
yeah. So one thing that I think we need to discuss before we move on is a bit of an addendum to our previous episode about Velma,
Yes.
which it's not a good series.
It's not.
But we said it was 2 seasons, which while technically true,
Yes.
they were actually made as 1 season, and then HBO Max or Warner Brothers decided to release it as 2 seasons to I think it was a cost-saving thing.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
Yes, a way to screw over artists.
Yes.
So
that's
pretty shitty.
it is.
But
I didn't know that.
yeah,
What do you
so
mean?
that's I guess another reason not to like Velma.
Yes.
But we've got so let's change
Yes. I like the profile.
yeah, thank you. But we've got a new. We're going to do something a little bit different from what we usually do.
Yes.
Now, I know there are some, pretty big movies, or rather, there are some movies coming out that, kind of warrant discussion, and we're going to get there. It's just like, we can't, there are some other things we need to do for it, and yeah, it's just not the proper time, but yeah, I promise we'll get there.
You very well.
But till then, here's our new idea, and it's about.
Ooh.
So, this is Armageddon.
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
It was a good film.
Before we get to that, I'm just going to discuss the concept, which
Yes.
is Armageddon is it's a bit of a controversial film.
Oh, really?
It's one thing is one thing that's frequently gets discussed is its scientific merits or lack thereof, and well, that doesn't necessarily make a bad movie. I do think it's an interesting discussion. So this episode will be Armageddon versus science.
Sweet.
We did a similar episode to this last year when we looked at 300 versus science.
Oh, yes. The history, yeah. 100%. I didn't even know, I didn't know.
But, that was.
I just thought it was just a film, good film, that's it. I didn't know, any science behind it. If I think I do, but I don't really care. I just see it as a good film.
But anyway, that was history, and we're looking at science. So, first off, let's talk about the movie Armageddon for a little bit. Armageddon is a 1998 American science fiction disaster film, produced and directed by Michael Bay, and produced by Jerry Bruckheimer, and released by Touchstone Pictures, which was a label.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a label which was used by Walt Disney to release more, non-Disney films.
Oh, yes.
Films that weren't.
Yeah.
They didn't have the Disney feel.
Yeah,
because,
I see.
This is technically a Disney film.
No, yeah, I see now. I see.
The film follows a group of blue-collar, deep-core drillers sent by NASA to stop a gigantic asteroid on a collision course with Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, the film stars Bruce Willis, Billy Bob Thornton, Liv Tyler, Ben Affleck,
And
Will Patton, Peter Starmore, Keith David, and Steve Buscemi.
Robert Bill Paxton, or do you? I think so.
Maybe he's on. Maybe he is in it. It also has Michael Clark Duncan and Owen Wilson.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This film. Okay, the film was released to. It was released the same year as Deep Impact, which was another asteroid movie.
Oh well.
Yeah.
No, didn't know.
Deep Impact is better regarded critically, but Armageddon was the bigger financial hit. It was produced on a budget of $114 million, and it grossed $553 million at the global box office. That's $500 million.
Oh shit.
It became the highest grossing film of 1998.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so pretty impressive accomplishments.
It is.
It probably made Michael Bay even more of a
like awareness.
Yeah, it really put him on the map as a director.
Yes.
But before we putting that aside, what can we say about this movie as a movie? Because if you don't mind me starting, I hate this movie. I really hate it.
How come?
I hate the editing, I hate the length, I hate the acting.
Really?
I hate the cinematography. I hate the character writing.
Oh my god.
I don't... There's nothing good about it. I don't like the music. I don't like the... I don't like... It has a song by Steve Tyler, a song that I like. I like the song, but I don't think it's used well in the movie. And the score... I mean, the score's not bad, but it sounds like a rip-off of Braveheart.
I'm not seeing Braveheart.
Well, if you watch Braveheart and then watch this movie, you'll be thinking, yeah, I kind of see what I meant.
Yeah, I can see, but it was a good film for me. Like,
okay, well, what did you like about it?
I just like it because I thought it was a good film, and I thought they'd save Earth.
I mean, do you have anything more substantial to say?
I haven't seen this for years. I only watched this once, so I can't remember no clue.
How long ago did you see it?
Like a couple of years ago, 5 years ago.
Oh, I saw it about that long as well.
I know, but
yeah, I watched it because I was doing a review of Michael Bay's whole filmography.
Yes, I didn't watch it because I was bored.
I mean,
that's the difference.
I mean, I've seen this movie like a few times, and this is not a movie I would watch to cure my boredom. This movie doesn't just make me bored; it also makes me angry.
Yeah, because of everything that's went wrong in the film.
I mean, it feels like I would get the same amount of entertainment or joy as I would if I just invited a bunch of kids into my house to smash pots and pans together.
Yes.
And badly strum a guitar while the volume's on max. That's what
this film about.
Yeah, that's what this film feels like.
Yeah, okay. I didn't watch it. I can try to remember. It's hard to remember now. It's a good film when I watched. I only watched these twice. Not twice, one time. Because I was bored, and I just know that NASA. I know that he works at an oil rig in the middle of nowhere, and I think I remember it. And I can't remember. I just know that they saved Earth, and he sacrificed his life, or was it sacrifice his life at the end?
He did. He does sacrifice.
Yes, and here there's I think there was a funeral for him, or like a war memory for him. I'm not too sure. A statue.
There might have been a funeral, but what I remember the most is what I remember is that during the credits they played the epilogue over the credits, which I found really insulting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a wedding between Ben Affleck and Liv Tyler.
Oh, Oh yes.
Yeah, and
I forgot Ben Affleck was in this film. That's what I was familiar. I'm like, who's that? I can't. Bro. That is so. He's so young.
Okay.
But it doesn't look like Ben Affleck in this poster.
So I think we can actually, discuss the actual science of this movie now.
Yes.
So, I put up the same source I always do, TV tropes.
Yeah.
But I've also did, some research beyond that. So if there's anything significant I can say in addition to this, I will.
Yes.
Truman claims that not even bacteria will remain after the impact. This would be pretty impressive since bacteria are by far the most adaptable and unkillable life forms on Earth. Bacteria can survive in space, miles beneath the seafloor, and in radioactive zones.
That's true.
Covering the Earth in nuclear radiation wouldn't be enough to kill off every single bacterium, so an apocalyptic winter doesn't stand much of a chance.
Mhm.
So that's one.
Yes, one.
And,
what do you think of it?
I mean, the scientific inaccuracies are the least of this movie's problems.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if you noticed, when I listed all the things I hate about this movie, I never spoke about the scientific inaccuracies.
Yeah.
Actual scientists that have watched this movie say that this film isn't just scientifically inaccurate; it's also like hostile towards science.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like the opening scene where, Bruce Willis's character is playing, he's using, putting golf balls against climate protesters. The scientist being interviewed says that shows a disdain towards like science and an anti-intellectualism.
Yeah.
Now, let's keep going.
Yes.
If an asteroid the size of Texas, at least 773 miles wide, impacted Earth in the Pacific Ocean, that's this size of asteroid we're dealing with in this movie, the size of Texas. It wouldn't simply slam into the ocean bedrock and create a tidal wave 3 miles high, covering California and washing up in Denver, as the NASA scientist in the movie projects. At most, oceanic crust is a few miles thick, and below it lies molten mantle. So the actual geological effects of such a massive impact would be far worse than the screenwriter's imaginings.
Yes.
Yeah, like
you got the titanium plates.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It probably look.
Ooh, yeah.
I can't even describe it. It looks like.
Looks like. Do you want to draw? I got like a notepad.
I mean, yeah.
And a pen.
I have no means to show the drawing.
Yes,
on the
that's
stream.
true.
But you ought to be able to actually, memorize this.
Yeah.
The opening sequence shows the Chicxulub meteor impact 65 million years ago. Now I actually have a video that we can show.
Yes.
And I want you to notice. Tell me if you can notice anything. I have the audio muted.
Yes.
This is the opening scene.
Yes.
And remember, this is 65 million years ago.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Local Bay.
Hey.
Okay, I think I can leave that there. Okay.
Yes.
Did you notice anything about the Earth, specifically its continents? About
it's not joined together. It's all separated.
well, yes, in a way.
And there's a circle line.
Well, I don't know about that.
I just saw it in that video,
but
previous.
But what the actual problem is that it shows the modern day positionings of the continents.
Yes.
Well, it would have looked different 65 million years ago.
100%.
I don't really count that as a scientific inaccuracy. I just see that as a rookie filmmaking mistake.
Yeah.
Like if somebody pointed that out to Michael Bay, they like, or rather like. And Michael Bay, I can't remember noticed that 65 million years ago the Earth looked the same as this one.
Yeah.
I imagine he would have been like, damn it, how did I make that mistake?
Yes.
But yeah, that's.
There's like a bit like you should, if you see Michael Bay, you should tell him that in person.
I know. Okay, crossing over with writers cannot do math and sci-fi writers have no sense of scale. It's stated that the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs released the energy equivalent to 10,000 nuclear weapons. It's actually believed to have released far more energy than that, with an estimated equivalent of 2 million Tsar bombs. 2 million Tsar bomb explosions, the most powerful man-made weapon ever detonated, are more than 1 billion times stronger than the bombs used on Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so
if that was real, like there'd be like 10 times then more than 2 in the films.
Oh, I admire your math skills.
Yes.
So here's
even though it's bad.
So here's some more. Just like the opening to Independence Day, the film suggests that U.S. Space Command was based at the Pentagon. It is actually based at the Peterson AFB near NORAD. I don't know what that means.
Same.
The general who goes to meet Harry on the oil rig says he is the commander of the Pacific Air Forces. He is shown to be a 2-star general, even though Pacific Air Forces is commanded by a 4-star general.
Really? How does that make sense?
I think it's okay. Even though we're meant to be looking at the scientific inaccuracies, we are kind of pulling into stuff beyond science. But we're going back. We're going back into science now.
Sweet.
Colonel Sharp has to stop Harry from going to town on the now active nuke with a large wrench because he fears Harry might set it off. It would be a pretty terrible bomb if a dude whacking it with a wrench were enough to do so. Yeah, so I mean, I guess that explains why nuclear bombs get dropped from like tens of thousands of feet in the air.
Yes.
100%.
Drop from the air, it'd be like drop from the air and be like cause like a explosion, like all the waves come shock down. You know what I mean? It starts in the path.
Now, before we now, this is something that Ben Affleck said to Michael Bay about the premise of Armageddon, where he said to Michael Bay, because I don't think this is in the artistic license entries, but he said to Michael Bay, I'm just going to
say it.
Okay, he said something along the lines of, I asked Michael Bay why it was easier to train oil drillers to be astronauts than it was to train astronauts to be oil drillers. And he told me to shut the fuck up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Stop. All the drillers don't have certificate qualification or training to be an astronaut.
I mean, yeah, but like I said, this is the least. Those,
yes.
Like the absurdity of the premise and the all the scientific inaccuracies are like the least of Armageddon's problem.
Yeah.
There's a lot to not like. So.
Yes.
Let's continue. The staggering amount of scientific inaccuracies. Oh god, I love this bit.
Yeah.
In this film has actually prompted NASA to use it as part of their management training to see how many inaccuracies candidates would be able to identify. So far, over 160 have been found, and with the film only being 2.5 hours in length, that averages to roughly 1 inaccuracy per minute.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which is somewhat related to this, I think I looked online that this film's cutting roughly equals to like one cut to like every second and a half.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the editing is really headache-inducing. I can't stress that.
Yes.
I can't stress that enough.
I didn't notice. I also because I'm doing these, I should rewatch these and see again, like a second time.
Okay, well, don't necessarily let the scientific inaccuracy spoil the movie for you.
Yeah.
The plan they come up with for destroying the astronaut would never work in reality for the precise reason they insist it will work.
One more question.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm doing diploma in science, so that's another mind shock.
I mean, that's not really a question.
I know question, but I'm just doing like a diploma in science, so that's really like...
Well, I wish you luck, and I'm sure all of
I
our
know.
viewers wish you luck.
I know, it's different how you're doing most accurate science compared to this film, like, bro, it's most shocked.
Okay, so as for why this plan wouldn't work, imagine a firecracker in the palm of your hand. You set it off, what happens? You burn your hand, right? You close your fist around the same firecracker, you set it off, your wife's gonna be opening your ketchup bottles the rest of your life. Okay, I've looked into this, I know why it wouldn't work, but I'm gonna see if this website actually lists why it wouldn't work.
What was it?
What
was it?
Okay, they said, if you set off a firecracker but your hand's open, you'll burn your hand. But if you close your fist around it and you set off the same firecracker, you'll blow your hand up.
That's different.
But hold on,
yes.
I actually looked up why scientists say that won't work. But I'll read this first and see if this website actually has that reason.
Yeah.
Okay. The asteroid wouldn't split cleanly, so the remaining pieces would miss. It would shatter, turning the single mental-piercing doomsday rock into a shotgun blast of rocks, the size of basketballs and Volkswagens, things like that. That trashed New York in the opening scenes, over an entire hemisphere. However, detonating it on the side of the asteroid and knock it off course might work, seeing as that is NASA's actual plan if something like this actually happened. They do hand-wave it with the implication that the bomb is targeting a fissure that may even be full of astronomical amounts of combustible material, which they had calculated would split the asteroid in two. How they managed to calculate the halves flying away from each other in the exact right direction when the bomb can set off at any moment while the asteroid spins unpredictably on 3 axes is not discussed, of course. Am I reading this? Can you follow me? Because I am stumbling a lot.
I'm following you. Yes, I'm following you.
Okay, great. You talk as I
drink
some water.
Well, that was it's just fuck. That just was mind blowing. Like, bro, I'm just speechless. What you said, like, bro, it's most. You just. Now I'm seeing this movie as a different view now. I'm just speechless, that's all.
Okay. If you want to destroy, that is, overwhelm the cohesive energy of an asteroid the size of Texas, it's safe to say that a nuclear bomb isn't going to cut it. Assimilating the asteroid to the aforementioned series, I don't know what that is, it would take an energy of 8.4 E25 joules to destroy it. I don't know what that means. Can you look at that? 8.4 E25 joules.
That's a lot, bloody. That'd be like tons of dynamite. That's like tons, like probably more than that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That'd be like.
Okay, well, let's just keep reading. That means you do not need one nuclear bomb, but rather a few billion of them. To compare, the Hiroshima bomb merely produced 1 trillion joules.
Jules. Yeah. I don't know what it means. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I looked up this. This was actually discussed on the website.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said that one of the problems with this movie's premise is that they made the asteroid too damn big. Like, that would need like nuclear bombs so powerful that they just don't exist.
Yes, they don't.
Yeah.
I see now. I see now. I'm getting a bit confused. Yes, I see now.
Yeah, so let's keep going.
I see.
During the docking scene with the space station, they decide to spin the station in order to create centrifugal gravity. Aside from this not being how centrifugal force works, docking is a very difficult maneuver to begin with. Docking with a rotating station would probably be straight up impossible, as the ship would have to orbit the station at the exactly the right speed, and even if they pulled that off, the torsion would likely break the docking tube almost immediately.
Yes. That's like, because you have to do the aiming. You have to like aim like where this satellite or the docking station is. You have to like predict the like.
Something else the scientists had a problem with was that there was gravity on the space station.
But there's no.
Well, not that. Well, I mean, the film did provide an explanation for why there was gravity.
Yes.
But, like, the problem was that it's less practical to put gravity up there because if you're up in space, you may as well use the lack of gravity to your advantage and move around more easily.
Yes.
And, I gotta get this.
Yes.
And it's speculated, the scientists speculate they only did Michael Bay only did it like that so that he wouldn't have to try to film actors in a way where they would seem weightless.
Yes, I see. That's unfair.
The size of Texas. Know what else is about the size of Texas?
What is it, Hudson?
Cirrus, a dwarf planet discovered back in 1801 that can be easily seen with binoculars. The astronomers in this movie claimed the asteroid was not detected because only 9 telescopes on Earth could do so. But in truth, you'd be able to see an asteroid that big with the naked eye 2 months prior to any threat of impact.
Yeah.
NASA can and has seen and identified far smaller ones.
Yes.
So, this is something else the scientists have had an issue with on...
Yes.
With Armageddon. Like, it was too fake.
Too fake. Too fake.
Yeah, the problem with the size of the asteroid. If the asteroid was that big, we definitely would have seen it coming.
Yes, 100%.
Even if not NASA, even some schmuck with binoculars could have seen that.
Or like a telescope.
Like a lot of people could have seen it.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, it's just so right here. You could see it with the naked eye 2 months prior to any threat of impact.
That's.
For the record, Ceres is the largest known minor planet within the orbit of Neptune, a classification that includes dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, and other small natural objects that orbit the Sun. As of 2017, the orbits of 745,411 minor planets have been recorded and catalogued.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they're using this to, highlight the absurdity of no one noticing this asteroid.
Yeah.
In the opening, we see the KT impact event asteroid flying past the moon and into the Earth. The side of the moon that we the side of the moon that we see in the near side. The side of the moon that we see is the near side rather than the far side.
Oh wow! That's very interesting, I guess.
Why on earth would they want to make the Russian space station rotate before they started docking with it? It's just making the docking maneuver that much more complicated, and the centrifugal gravity you generated would be directed radially towards the outer edge of the rotation, not top to bottom as was shown.
Oh.
And that's It's basically all the inaccuracies.
Oh,
like
really?
that, that's listed on TV
Yeah.
clips.
That's a lot of taking, like, bro.
Yeah, I did pull one more scene that we can look at.
I'm so far not talking. I'm just like, what's this?
This is a scene from Armageddon.
Yeah.
I'm
just speechless.
I
Like,
think I'm mute. I think this is muted though.
yeah. Don't you?
Okay. Looks like it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try this.
It's muted. Yeah. That's the. Let me see what.
Hey, here we go.
It will refuel the shuttles with liquid O2. That's your fuel. Then you'll release and take a 60-hour trip toward the moon. Now, we only have one shot of landing on this rock, and that's precisely when the asteroid passes by the moon. You'll then use lunar gravity and burn your thrusters, slingshotting you around the moon, coming up behind the asteroid. You'll be upward of 11 Gs.
I remember this one. It's where the coyote sat his ass down in a slingshot and he strapped himself to an Acme rocket. Is that what we're doing here? No, really, because it didn't work out too well with the coyote area.
Well, actually, we have a lot better rockets than the coyote.
Oh, him.
Now, when you've finished your road
So yeah.
But that's false. It wouldn't work.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't have the. I don't really know. I mean, I think I looked. I think I looked into that, but I don't really remember what they said, like why they said it wouldn't work. But
no, it wouldn't work because like you need fuel, like you need like this like space has no it has its vacuum, it has no nothing. You just float. If you rocket, how are you going to direct it? Like I don't know.
They said they're using the moon's gravity.
Yes, moon gravity.
Yeah, but
does the moon really have gravity?
I mean, it does. It's a giant object.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it does have gravity.
Yes.
But I guess that's the episode right now.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely a short one, but
yeah, it is.
It's the best we can do right now. But a nice change of pace. I guess we can do. More of these.
Yes.
We can probably do more thought out
100%.
episodes.
This was good. I should have done research. I should have done it. Like I was like, okay, whatever. I'm like, oh shit, on the car.
Yeah, but anyway, we both have more episodes in the future.
We do. There's more coming up.
We're doing more. We're putting the episodes together.
We are.
We got a lot of exciting ideas and a lot of exciting news for the future.
Yes.
And, so I guess that's it. So
do you guys want to do like a Beetlejuice review? What about Beetlejuice review?
We can definitely do
the second one.
Well, we'll definitely be talking about Beetlejuice in the future. But I mean, to do a review of the original Beetlejuice as an addendum to Beetlejuice, I think would be a little redundant since we spoke about Beetlejuice not too long ago. Yes,
okay, that's understandable.
Yeah, but I mean, there's more to talk about with Beetlejuice. But, we'll consider it. We'll consider it.
Yes.
But that's the episode. Thanks for watching.
Thank
you. Bye.
This is V.
Yeah, she's V. I am R. Thanks for watching.